You are listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank, your partner in possible.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Currently. It's me, Sad Daniel Kooser, and here with Sad Chris Wright. Sad because KC Current lost. We will always be sad when that happens. Christopher, talk to me, man. How's life, buddy?
You know, I was hoping for a victory Thursday, and celebrate today, but didn't come. It didn't happen. I feel like last week we talked about it being a little bit of a trap game, knowing that we don't know much about them at the moment, and a lot of our veterans were hurt, so we kind of saw that.
Well, buddy, we only tend to sign players that, are dealing with injuries, so... It's kind of a thing, we'll take your wounded and your poor, and we'll give them money. It's weird. It's unfortunate. Obviously, I'm kidding, but it's such a sad situation when your best players don't get to play. So, still got star-studded lineup. Still got people who were absolutely on the championship runner-up team last year. I don't know. Guys, we're going to break down this game to the T. All right, we're going to break down all the emotions, all the feelings, frustrations. But for starters, hey, we got no new reviews. So if you guys want to leave us 5-star rating and review, Apple Podcast, do it. We will read it. We did just get an email, by the way, regarding my little rant about bats on No Other Pod yesterday. About how to get bats out of your home safely and humanely. And I was like, that's some good goddamn information to have. So appreciate people sending in stuff. If you want to send us an email, knowotherpod@gmail.com. All your fun facts and soccer takes, we'll read whatever we can on the air. So, buddy, what do you want to dive into? The fact that we decided to play a 4-2-3-1 formation? What the pants? What is that about?
Last year we had a lot of success with kind of that 3-5-2, allow the midfielders to have freedom to go do a lot of different things. But we kind of went into a little more of a structured 3-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, depending on how you kind of want to look at it. And I don't think it served us really well, to be honest. I think some of the players who, really do well under that formation are injured. I'm thinking Guitra, Di Bernardo, and Dabinia. So it was a new formation for a lot of our players, and it showed. I feel like we struggled to adapt to it. Haley Mace did not play well in this formation. She struggled quite a bit. I feel like it took, and tell me if you agree, by the way, but I feel like it took some of her strengths away. Like, she's used to flying up and down, getting up, getting back. She's crossing a ball into the box, or she's making a sliding tackle in our box. It just kind of felt like she was not able to have that flexibility this game.
Especially on a free kick where you're like, ooh, this is Haley Mace's wheelhouse. Let's go. She's putting this on frame. And then it went like 10 yards over the goal. And it was like, what is happening? I mean, what did you want? Nicer weather? It was gorgeous there. I didn't, what'd you want? More fans? Well, can't do nothing about that. People clearly didn't want to show up on a beautiful day. Man, it was just a weird game, and I found myself, I mean, this is entertainment, right? Soccer is entertainment. I shouldn't find myself scrolling on my phone. That means I'm disengaged. If I'm having side conversations, we had friends over. We had a couple friends over to watch the game. They're not really soccer people. We're trying to convert. It's like a religion, if you didn't know. So they're actually coming with us to the KC Current game this Saturday. Okay. They came to lunch with us last week. So
who is it?
Whenever you were. She plays my wife in the show, and her husband's coming.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So just converting people right and left. But I'm over here having side convos because I'm like not really caring about the game the whole time, because it felt slow. It felt like it was lacking a sense of urgency. It felt like the first game of the season. It felt like two teams that don't know what the hell they are, because one's a whole new team and another one might as well be because a lot of their players are injured. So they're just kind of feeling each other out, right? What are we going to be like this year? Are we any good? Let's see if we can attack, or do we high press? I was just like, shit or get out the pot. Let's go. Let's do something.
I think you nailed the first week of any sports right there,
Yeah.
right? Like, it doesn't matter if it's baseball, football, soccer, basketball, whatever it is. It's week one. You really don't know what you are. I just feel like...
True, right? That can't be true, though. I think if you ask KC Current, they're going to tell you, no, we want to attack. We want to go at them.
Well, for a vast majority of the game, it didn't look like they wanted to. And they could, rather. But, it just felt like North Carolina was more composed as a team, and we were a little frantic. It was like we're overthinking things too much, and that could be a formation change. It could be 3 new rookies, in the starting squad. So with all those variables, it just gave a week one vibe to it. I'm not reading much into it. The only thing that kind of scares me is this changing formations back and forth. Part of me wants to say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But, Matt Potter knows a lot more than I do. So if we have the player personnel for a different formation, I'm going to trust him to implement that. It just seemed like that kind of got off to a rocky start right off the bat. And one thing that I observed very clearly is that they stretched our midfield. There was so much space on that field for them to work that, in a previous formation, it felt like we were clogging passing lanes. It felt like we were, just not giving them an inch to breathe. We were pressing more often on ball. It just felt like they had an awful lot of space. And here's a stat for you, by the way, that kind of proves that. North Carolina led week one with the most successful passes with 369.
Gross, dude.
So,
Gross.
Not ideal.
Man. Just, and their goal by, not even going to try to say her name, because why would you? It's a nightmare of a name. Millie Gill?
Yeah, why not? We'll go with that. That'll work.
I don't know. Millie Gill Jensen, the 23rd minute, man. Just French couldn't see it. It was through traffic. Ideally, she would have saved the hell out of that, because French is the only reason that we didn't lose by 4 goals. French was standing on her head a lot of the times, making some pretty great saves, being the beast that she is. Side note, earning the national team call-ups that she does. She's good. And there's a reason she's in goal. And this game could have been a lot more scary than it was. 1-0. 1-0 is not reflective of the chances they had.
No, you're 100% correct. So having Caroline attack rookie Gabby Robinson that's putting an all-star on a rookie. It was not fairly evident that was not fair. We needed to give her a lot of help. And Caroline is a wrecking ball, by the way. She's phenomenal.
Exactly. I like Robinson a lot, and I was like, this isn't fair, dude. She's getting smoked. This isn't great.
It was all game, by the way. Like, from the very beginning, she was, Caroline was causing, issues. And then at the very end, still causing issues.
Anyone who goes by a singular name is a problem. They're a problem. It means they are big enough. They're good enough to give themselves a single name. I always question things on Sporting when, like, Ilie did that or Gerso did that. I was like, all right, cocky much. But also, I think these women, Depina, kind of a big deal. You just kind of knew. Caroline coming at you. It's going to be bad. Spelled with a K? That's like some Russian shit, man.
Or Brazilian. Or
Brazilian, whatever you say.
But, it brings us to Gabby Robinson, right? She's a rookie. She's coming in there right off the bat. 2nd round pick, by the way, from West Virginia. We've talked about her before on the podcast, but she looked like a rookie. She looked uncomfortable. And there's no shame in this, by the way, right? She's going up against one of the best players in the league. So she just looked uncomfortable. She looked, like when you play recreational soccer and we're like, damn, just kick the ball out. And the defense, just clear it. Just get rid of it. Put it out. Stop the danger right there. That's kind of what it was like watching her play. Whenever there's a little bit of pressure, she would just kick it out. She wouldn't try to maintain possession. We gave them a lot of possessions that way. But she'll get better. I don't want to be negative. She'll get better. That was her first game out, and she has one of the fastest players in the league running at you. What do you do?
Yeah.
So I feel like that was something that they probably planned to attack when she saw that Gabby was in that lineup.
Yeah, makes sense. They're like, we're going to go at that rookie. It's not fair. And as a rookie, you have to know that the other team's going to test you, that the other team's going to see you and be like, let's gang up on the young blood over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's gang up on the newbie. It seems unfair, seems cruel, but it's like war, dude. You expose the weaknesses.
I would do that to them.
You find the vulnerabilities.
Right.
It just sucks, but it is what it is. I got to tell you, one thing that I'm looking at, Kate Delfava, she got a little yellow card. Hey, I'm all about it. Have a little fire, Kate. Go off, Kate. Have a little fire. Buddy, quick side note. In high school football, I once had a late hit on a guy, just freaking mad, frustration hit, right?
Not surprised.
Yeah, of course. I was mad, just fucking pissed. And coach was yelling at another guy, like was asking, who got that? Was that you, Brian? And Brian's like, no, it was Koos. And the coach comes up to me and goes, that baby Koos got a little fire in you? And he congratulated me and brought my buddy Brian was like, should have took credit for that. But it's like, you're showing that passion, dude. You're showing a little fire out there. Way to go, Kate.
Yeah, I love it. She doesn't look like somebody who's gonna, get a revenge yellow or anything like that,
Yeah.
but she's fierce. She's absolutely fierce. I love to see it.
It was 66 degrees out there, man. We're over here freezing in this Kansas spring we're trying to break here pretty soon. And they got 66 and partly cloudy. It was glorious.
Wow.
I hate to be an old man and talk about the weather, but like I was envious the whole time I saw the sun shining on that pitch.
I believe it was nice that day too. It was nice on Saturday, right?
What, here?
Yeah.
I mean, it was sunny, but cold.
Okay.
Not nice. Aren't you tired of being cold?
Well, I don't know how North Carolina had a beautiful day and only got like less than 5,000 people in their stands.
I know.
And even though they didn't know, game time that Debinha wouldn't be playing, like you think that a Debinha return, at least initially, would have sold a bunch of seats, right?
I mean, you think people would want to support their club anyways?
No.
Debinha or not, why not support your club?
No, I agree. But I do want to ask you one quick question. Do you think Franch should have got that shot? It was from distance. It looked like she kind of reacted a little late. Maybe she didn't see the initial shot coming. But do you think she should have got that?
Well, you want to say yes. You want to say she should have, but we don't know what she was seeing. I mean, it looked like it was going through traffic, and we know how those are the most dangerous. It also really skipped off the turf. Like
it was
like
shot.
Yeah, it was like skimming a rock off a lake. It just kind of, it's like the turf was wet and it just zipped. It was weird, but hey, man, it is what it is, dude. It's just, I don't know. France is one of the best, so if she could have gotten it, she would have gotten it.
And you mentioned it earlier, like she had that one, if you want to call it a mistake, you can or not. But other than that, she made like 4 point blank stops. So, I thought she had a great game other than that one shot. Credit to Jill or whoever, made that goal. But buddy, let's take a quick break. And when we get back, we can talk about some of the positives of the game.
Whether you're a Chiefs, Royals, Sporting KC, KC Current, K-State, KU, or Mizzou fan, we've got you covered. Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank.
All right, man. So you think there's positives to take away from this game? Is that what you're thinking?
I do. When we watched that game,
I was big time mad.
I was mad, but at the end of the day, we had a chance to get a point out of it. We had it was not a great game, but we had a chance to pull back a point. As bad as it was, and we did not play well at all. And I feel like North Carolina played either at their average or maybe a little bit above. and they were, we were close to potentially pulling a point back.
Well, you're right. And if you're looking at the expected goal percentage, you included in here, KC was 0.97, North Carolina was 0.79. So I always hate that. Okay, expected goals, so what? It didn't turn out that way. You know what I mean? Their possession, they crushed us. All right, it was 58-41 in favor of them. But I think I'm gonna pan out to be a pretty big Michelle Cooper fan.
She was fun to watch, man.
Yeah,
she was absolutely fun to watch. I thought she had a good game. Even though I don't think there's many quality balls into her to have the opportunity to finish, I thought she played really well. And man, she was up and down that field everywhere.
Listen, she has track star body. By the way, this is what I do. Men, women, I talk about sports bodies. It is what it is. Get over it. I'm not talking about a woman's body because it's a woman. Just got to throw that out there. She doesn't have those soccer legs, dude, like the thin, long soccer legs. She's got beastie, I run hurdles, track body, which means she's going to be physical on the ball, which means she's not going to get pushed off the ball, and she's young, so she's going to get better. A lot of upside.
There's a lot of balls where it was in their defense and they had a player that was closer, but she would just track that thing down and basically beat them at the ball, and they would have to clear it because she's coming. She's not slowing down, and she's very physical. I just felt like their team was like, oh, let's just put it out of bounds and get back and reset. We're not going to give her an opportunity to turn me into a highlight reel. She had that one play where she tracked all the way back. I believe it was like Caroline, like a one-on-one or something like that, or a one-on-two. And she tracked back and took away an angle and basically stopped their attack right there. From the other side of the field, she tracked back and did that. So that was incredibly impressive. When you see what we gave up and Lynn Williams score a goal for Gotham this week and who looked really good, some you might kind of waffle in your head, did we make the right decision? But when you see her make those type of plays on her very first game as a rookie, you can see why we did that.
Yeah, I know. It's tough, though, man. When you see someone like Lynn Williams doing well and then also going to the national team, you do kind of wonder if that was the right decision. But you got an injury-prone Lynn Williams for a healthy, young Michelle Cooper. I don't know, man. It's all transactional, right? You got to weigh the pros and cons of that stuff.
And time will tell. We're going to find out in a few years whether or not that was the best decision. But seeing what we saw on the field week one and knowing how well she's going to improve and what her ceiling is, I think that's a great thing. She had that one almost like volley. Like she kicked the ball up and almost like side kicked it. I don't know how to describe it. It went over the bar, but she created that shot herself. So she has the ability to clearly create. She has the ability to score. We just got to give
confident.
Very much so.
To even attempt it, that kind of Zlatan bullshit.
I mean, she had 2 of her 3 shots on goal, as her first game in the league. So,
I mean, as a striker, that's fair to say that should be it. I mean, you should have a majority of the attempts, I guess. It'd be interesting, man. I mean, you can't judge the season off of this. I had high hopes going into this and thought it would be okay. I thought we'd get the win. So I'm just a little confused. I'm going to kind of chalk it up to injuries right now. I don't know. Doesn't get any easier this weekend, that's for sure.
No, it absolutely does not. But, another positive thing to point out is Robinson, Spanstra, Cooper, all rookie experience right off the bat. The lineup surprised me a little bit. I didn't expect to see Gabby in there and Spanstra. But I'm glad they got experience. I thought Spanstra played okay. I don't think she played great or poorly, right? Just kind of your rookie average for your first game. But I am glad that she got that experience.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man. I think that shit, I don't know. What are we? We're 10th in the standings right now after week 1, so nothing really, like I said, nothing matters right now. Nothing matters. Why are we even talking about that? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
this Saturday, though, they're just bumping up the game time on us. Just no, it went from 11:50 kickoff to 11:40. So, what time do we get out there? Eat some breakfast on the way?
I mean, we're packing the park, right? Got to get that early, get some good seats.
Are they packing the park? Like, I don't know. I haven't looked to see what seats or attendance looks like or what kind of resale is, but I don't know. Will people go? Surely they will, right?
I mean, I sure hope so. It's a rematch of the championship. I would think that there's our season opener at home or home field opener. So I would hope so. We'll be there.
Injuries, though. I mean, these injuries, dude. I know we got Dabinia was training on Wednesday. So was Vanessa DiBernardo. So was Mallory Weber. We don't know if any of them will play. Elizabeth Ball's hurt. So there's your backline enforcer. She's not training right now, so I assume she could be a scratch. Don't know what to expect. I don't know. Everything's so cryptic all the time. I don't even know.
You brought up a good point, and we didn't touch about this in the game, but Elizabeth Ball went down in like the 87th, 85th minute. Not what we wanted to happen. One of our favorites, Weinbrenner, went in, and it really didn't see her get to play much. They did have one really good opportunity, North Carolina, and she pushed it wide. But, I don't really have an analysis of if Weinbrenner played well. I mean, it was only for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, but we didn't allow a goal, so that's something. But she's going to have a challenge on her hands with Sophia Smith and that Portland team.
Man, oh man, I don't feel good about it. I just don't feel good. I don't feel confident right now. Thomas of Snow on Twitter, he longtime listener, always chiming in on things. What did he say? Did he say this? We need to control the midfield?
No.
What did he say?
He said that Portland forced 21 high turnovers against Orlando. So if we're trying to play out of our back, it's going to be a problem. And I do appreciate Thomas pointing that out. That's a really good point. If they press our defense, we're going to have some issues.
100%. Get it out of there. We ain't playing it. Get it out of there, Franch. Don't play out the back.
In trying to break down this game, there's really not much to break down because we know this team, right? We have played them a few times last year. They crushed us, I think, 3-0 or 4-0 at the beginning of last year. And then we had that draw with the Haley Mace Galazzo, her beautiful free kick. But we just don't match. For whatever reason, man, we just don't have great results against them. And they're healthy. They're good. They're firing on all cylinders. They crushed Orlando 4-0. It had 21, turnovers. It's going to be tough, man. I know we wanted revenge, but we may not get it this week.
It's not, man. I'm not confident to say that we'll get the win. Anything could happen. I feel that you always want to control the midfield. Everyone always talks about control the midfield, control the game. You win the game. Can't really control the midfield when you have a lot of players missing that are in the midfield. High quality players, that is. So it's here. This is where a head coach gets challenged. This is where a technical director gets challenged. And what can he do with the roster? What can he do with what he has? And train the whole week leading up to it. What's the game plan? So I'm interested to see what the Pots has in store for us.
Yeah, the Pots. You're 100% right. And, I know we've talked about this before, but when you go take a look at last year's championship game, their midfield just beat us out. We couldn't do anything that game. Their midfield dominated. They just had their way with us, and it's up to Potter to figure out a way to challenge their midfield, to maintain possession, to create some attacking chances. We can't just bunker in and hope for the best. We're going to have to do something to win that midfield. Given the fact that we gave up the most successful passes, it doesn't give me a lot of confidence. But that's a challenge he's going to have to own.
Well, we're at home now, so I think play will be a little different. Hype and energy will be a little different. So we'll just have to see. We'll come back here in just a second for a few more little tidbits, wrap things up, but here's a short break for us.
Whether you're a Chiefs, Royals, Sporting KC, KC Current, K-State, KU, or Mizzou fan, we've got you covered. Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank.
All right, buddy, we're back. So we're going out to the game Saturday. I'm excited. I have not been able to see any live soccer in a bit. Did you go to Sporting last Saturday?
I did.
Oh, what a wonderful time that was for you.
It was. I'm ready to see the Current live. Let me just say it that.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
You got to witness a Jordan Morris Master Clinic. That's great.
Yeah, and a what not to do. By Sporting as well. So
the whole highlight package was one goal from us and then all Seattle Sounders stuff. It was absolutely insane. So glad money well spent out there for you, buddy. Hopefully we're spending our money a little better this week. I'm excited though. Those morning games are fun. I don't know what the weather's looking like. Probably hoodie weather or so, but excited to get back out there with you and not lose our voices or anything. We'll have a good time.
Absolutely. And if anybody notices, Dan and myself, come say hi.
Yeah.
Come talk to us. I like to talk to anybody who listens to us, and haven't had the opportunity really. So come say hi.
Chris is dying for some human connection. Let's do it.
Pretty much.
Hey, neat little thing, by the way. Everyone right now should be following at KC Sports Network on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, on all socials. They're giving away 4 tickets to the KC Current and Portland Timbers game this weekend. So, wow. But it's until 8 o'clock tonight, if you're listening to this release day, Thursday, March 30th, 8 p.m., they're going to be giving away 4 tickets. So go look at them on socials. I don't know what kind of thing they'll be running, some kind of interaction, reply, retweet situation, and win yourself some tickets. So fun times. I mean, we don't need the tickets. We got them.
Season opener, man. Let's pack the house. Let's get everybody in there. We absolutely can. We're going to need it. We're absolutely going to need it.
Absolutely. Of course, I mentioned that A.D Franch selected a USMNT April camp. Haley Mace was not. Maybe she has fallen out of favor. Hasn't been selected the last couple of times. So something to keep an eye out for. But looks promising for Franch of maybe being that backup goalkeeper heading into the World Cup. So that could come in handy, especially in a group stage game where you would like to rotate your goalkeepers or something, and could be fun, man. I'm excited to see her get the respect that her name deserves.
Feels like it's a long time coming. It's one.
Yeah.
I feel like she should have been included for quite some time. I'm a little bummed for Mace. Tierna Davidson and Casey Krieger has come back from injury. So they were some national team player mainstays for a little bit, and they're back. So I feel like Mace got her chance, and who knows, she might get another chance before the World Cup. But it kind of feels like time's running out to make that roster for Mace. Undoubtedly.
No doubt, man. No doubt. This is, I don't know, man. Anything else to add to the situation?
I mean, to try to end it on a positive note, there is a KC Current shirt and Ted Lasso. He was wearing that shirt. Yeah. Did you see that?
Yep, I did see that. That was a neat one. That show was something special. Do you see it online or do you watch the show?
I don't want to be asked this question. I haven't watched it yet. I did see it online.
That's all right. I'm not making fun of you or anything. It's fine.
I mean, it's such a good show, and it's Kansas City sports. It has the Current involved, so I should watch it, right? I just got to get Apple TV.
It's just little nods. It's not like it's a KC sports show or anything,
right?
The little Easter eggs where you're like, oh, we're kind of from there,
But you know what? Is people from Kansas, that's all we get, really, right? We get like, oh, they mentioned, the Chiefs or the Royals or, Sporting or whatever. We always get the little caveat or the little moments.
Yeah, or the mayor of New York City talking about Topeka, Kansas, for God's sakes. It's like, what? Why'd you do that?
Don't worry. Laura Kelly got him Kelly's on her.
She roasted him. Yeah.
Yep.
All good. She invited him out. Well, shit, man. Hey, this is going to be good. I'm excited. Game kicking off before noon, for God's sakes. I feel like we need to sneak in some breakfast sausages or something. Have a little, maybe I'll have a plastic baggie of eggs or some shit. I don't know.
I don't see why not.
I mean, what, metal detectors picking up breakfast foods? I mean, they're searching for weapons, right? I'm not gonna throw sausage at people.
Yeah, just put it in your hoodie behind your head. Just let it kind of.
Are you okay? You saw my face just now.
I did. Got excited. You look like you got hungry and excited at the same time.
The wheels are turning, my friend. I just pack a whole omelet.
You're tall. I doubt they'll see it. You know.
Well, now they're on the lookout.
That's true.
With eggs in their hoodies.
They listen.
Shit. Well, cool. Hey, you want to wrap it up? We think we're good. Anything else of note other than they moved the match up to 11:40 and they got a new partnership with Amagoni Urban Winery?
That sounds cool. Even though I don't really drink much, it's still pretty exciting.
About it, man. I don't know what Amagoni is, but it's through partnerships through 2025. Is it a local winery?
That I do not know.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. In the Stockyards district of KC's historic West Bottoms. So, looks like they have a renovated tasting room and event space in the Daily Drover's Telegram building. So, very cool. Very cool. Look at that.
Nice.
Not a wine guy, but for all you wine people out there, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, real quickly, I do want to say that no matter what happens on Saturday, right? I mean, I'm not looking at it as any sort of like must win after that. It's early, we're without our reinforcements. They're going to arrive. We might have 0 points come next week, but I'm not too worried about it. There shouldn't be any narrative out there. So.
Oh, you're right, buddy. We're not going to lose our minds, but we got a couple new things that have come out since we last spoke. I forget because it came out like right when we recorded. New streetcar wrap.
Oh,
there's a new streetcar design, which is pretty slick, by the way. Have you seen it?
I have.
The whole horizontal view of it. It's got the red KC Baby on the windows, the crest, the river waves on. It's cool, man. It makes you wanna take a ride.
We might have to once that new stadium gets built.
I'm not even above it, but it just looks so cool. What a neat thing. Also announced some local broadcast details. Is that right? Looks like every match will be on KSHB 41 and KMCI 38 The Spot. Do you know this?
I think I read that like right as we stopped recording last week.
It's not every match though, is it? I mean, sorry, no, local broadcast for every match this season. Huh. And you can also get an audio stream of the games in the phone app.
I did listen to that actually because the audio was so bad.
Really?
For the North Carolina game, the audio was so bad from the commentators that I actually tuned in. It was only for about 5 minutes because I just want to see how well it worked.
So who was it?
It worked really well.
Who was on it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because
I don't know who led it, but.
Well, they got the broadcast team of Jordan Angeli, Lisa Roman, who was just on our buddy Ali Trost show the other day, and Ali Trost Martin is on the team as well with Dave Borchert. Old friend Jillian Carroll, now Jillian Carroll Latrinko, and Anna Whitty. So there you go.
Pretty good cast, man. Really good cast.
Pretty good cast. I think that Lisa Roman was with CBS Sports, I believe.
Yeah. Co-host of the Attacking Third.
Yep.
Well.
Yep. Dave Borchert has done a lot of stuff in Kansas City. Fundraising efforts for the draft, the NFL draft coming up. Kansas City Sports Commission, stuff like that. And Anna Whitty has been working with NWSL for a bit, I believe. So, one final thing, and we'd be remiss to not give our serious feedback on the new kit. which to the naked eye is a white shirt. Look closer, my friend.
Yes. The teal shorts and socks make up for it. Those things.
Give me those shorts. I need the shorts, not in the sizes that they wear, because I'd be too sexy. But I need those shorts. They're gorgeous. I love them.
Marissa will probably just throw them on you until you do some chores around the house. No little shorts.
Make me work out in them. Oh, it's leg day? Put them on.
Just vacuuming, just casually.
Just Quadzilla vacuuming the room.
Yeah, I mean, that kit, it's hard to tell the texture and the pattern from the image, right? You can't really tell at all. So it does look like a white shirt. I wish they would have had like a teal stripe down the side or something like that to kind of rope in that teal color. But next year, I think they get rid of that white requirement. So
it's a requirement to have a white jersey.
So you can have some more flavor. So I think then we'll see like a teal jersey, hopefully.
What is this? This feels like rec soccer. Okay, bring your team color, but also make sure you bring a white. No, why do you don't need a white. You have two distinct colors that you could roll with on any given day. We could have a red jersey and we could have a teal one. It's amazing. I know the teal is kind of our accent now, but let's be honest, it's more than an accent, bro. It is the identity. Teal Town, USA. Freaking, guess what? Did you think the Current were going to sign Julie Ertz the other day? Nope, just kidding. It was a teal heart announcement. What the hell? Did socials do that on purpose?
I think they were just very coincidental on the timing. And there are some people wondering if we can make a play for Ertz, but I think
been crushed.
Yeah, it's been crushed, and I don't see how any way we can fit that into the salary cap we have.
Yeah.
But it was a fun thought while it lasted.
Yeah, she did. She doesn't have a club, currently talking to clubs, just got back in with the national team camp. And I'm like, why wouldn't we? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't we do that since we're trying to be the villains right now? Villain club, bro. That's what we are.
I mean, live up to that hype come Saturday. That's what we need to do. We need to go out there, just be villains.
I hope so. Let's just embrace it. Don't go down to North Carolina and show that we're just all bark, no bite. Like, let's bite them, baby. Fired up, man.
Yeah, another Kate Delfava yellow, hopefully. Well, I don't want to get accumulation, but
not trying to get an accumulation. Let's take a breather. But I do enjoy the occasional
push for no reason. I guess.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Well, shoot, bud. If you got nothing else, let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go pack the park.
Load the wagons.
Check out the socials. Win some awesome tickets. Come say hi to Dan and I.
KC Sports Network. Bring your crazy eyes. Let's get wild at the park, man. It's gonna be nuts. I've been recently told that I have crazy eyes when I get all fucking, excited about things. Not sure how I feel about it.
You be you, man. You
confirm or deny, Chris. Confirm or deny.
I'll deny. I don't think you get crazy eyes.
All right. Well, I'll show you. Guys, follow us on Twitter, Instagram at No Other Pod, at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21. Of course, you can email us, nootherpod@gmail.com. 5-star ratings and reviews. Love them. Bring them. Give them. Dig it. Shimmy. I don't know. All right, cool. We'll see y'all out there on Saturday. Feel free to say hello, and let's get a KC Current victory. Dan Kooser, Chris Wright, we love you.
Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, the fastest growing sports media network in Kansas City. Check out these videos that feature our team of more than 15 former players, insiders, and analysts, bringing you the best Chiefs coverage you can find. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.